Well, welcome back to Studio 62. There's a new exhibit opening at the Children's Museum of the Upstate, and it's all about being gross, kind of, the impolite things that happen inside the human body. Here to give us a rundown of it, Miss Lisa Liberatore with the Children's Museum of the Upstate, and my new friend, Roddy Smith. Thank you guys so much for being here. So Grossology is opening this weekend, and I'm really intrigued by it because it's the things that you talk about that are super gross, but you're super intrigued about it, right?
Yes, it's the impolite science of the human body. So there's a burp machine, there's a toot machine, there's a vomit center. It's really fun of all the exhibits that they've brought to the museum, and I've seen them because they're installing it this week for our grand opening on Saturday.
And Friday, if you're a member, so if you want to get in there a little early.
Yes, so, or you can get a membership and come to the member preview parties. They're always a blast. And then the grand opening is this weekend. But just seeing them put it together, it's hilarious. It's really interactive. It's really fun. The kids are going to love it. Okay,
so Roddy, tell us a little bit about what we can expect. You're one of the program guys over there, and I hear we're going to be making a little bit of poop.
Yes, I have a special demo here to demonstrate the digestive process. In the exhibit, the kids can learn everything from vomit to burping to urine, you name it.
Because parents, they're going to talk about it, so at least if they're talking about it in an educational sense, at least you can feel a little bit better about where they're going with that, right?
Yes, and the goal of the exhibit is to teach kids all about these different bodily functions in language that they understand. You know, they're going to use poop, they're going to use fart, they're going to use burp instead of the technical scientific terms we like to use.
Right.
So the goal of the exhibit is really just to say, hey, it's okay to talk about it. Let's learn about how it's done.
Everyone poops.
Yes.
Now we have the book. You guys remember this for sure. Okay, so let's get started with the demo. I don't want to.
So first things first, we have to have our safety glasses on.
My poop goggles on.
I better stand back.
This isn't a very dangerous experiment, but just in case, we
want to make sure that we're covered here. Yes.
So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the beginning. So the first thing that happens is when you get food, you're going to chew it up. So if you could, got some saltine crackers here. We're going to chew them up. So just break them off there and put them in my blender. Okay. Our blenders are going to represent our stomach.
This is our
stomach. So we're going to break up some crackers, a couple more crackers, break them up and put them in our
because if you're like me, you eat a lot. So a lot of crackers
them up, stick them in there. We also have to add a little saliva. So if you just squeeze the bottle, add a little saliva in there for me.
Saliva.
It just tilt it straight up and down.
Oh, like here, like so.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So when it reaches the stomach,
go in there.
It's perfectly
my
fine.
saliva is not coming out.
It squirts straight up and down. It's actually a specially designed bottle just for that. So get some nice saliva. Now when we get down into the stomach right here, this blender, it represents our stomach. It goes down the esophagus into the stomach. We have to add some acids right here. The acids are going to help break down our food, make it nice and mushy.
Okay.
And then we have some enzymes. The enzymes are going to help break down our foods into the sugars and all the different nutrients we need. It's going to help break down those nutrients. Now our stomach acts like a giant sack that churns up all this food and all these different enzymes and stuff together. So if you will turn the blender, we're going to churn up our food, make it nice.
Look at that. The stomach is working. It's working. It's working.
So we get some nice mushy food. Let's see if we can't get it down in there a little bit more. There we go. And what we get right here is something called chyme. Chyme. It's a very nice mushy mixture. Now that chyme is going to travel down our small and large intestine. Now, our small intestine is about 20 feet long. It's actually longer than the large intestine.
It's the opposite of what you think.
But they call it the small intestine because it's much thinner. It's about that big around. I don't know if you can see on the camera. It's not very big. Our large intestine is much wider, and that's why we call it the large intestine versus the small intestine. That all snakes around in your abdominal cavity. It's not very big. It's all kind of cramped in there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold our intestine closed. And if you could pour some of our chyme down into our small intestine.
Look at that. Ooh, yummy.
Get some more of that nice gross. Oh, there we go. That's all right. That's what the bucket's for. So we've got it nice and down in our small intestine, our intestine. Now what's going to happen is your intestines are going to squeeze that chyme through a process called peristalsis. So your hands are going to have to get a little bit dirty here.
Oh, no. What am I going to do?
So it's called peristalsis. I want you to squeeze all the way from the top down.
Oh, like from here down?
Yep. And what that's going to do is that's going to get all those nutrients out. I don't know if you can see on the camera. All those nutrients coming out. Those nutrients are going to come out. And then once the last little bit of our large intestine is full, about the last 8 inches, we call it the rectum, is full, we have something we like to call a peristaltic rush happen. Have you ever heard that term?
No.
Well, a more colloquial term would be having to use the restroom, having to go, or a number 2.
I'm telling we got to wrap, so we got to make this poop fast.
What's going to happen is we're going to let go of the sphincter there, and you push down, your body will push down, and we'll get some nice
and you make
poop to come
like
out.
that. Wow. I've never done anything like this on our TV show, so this is awesome. You definitely want to take your kids out to this. Again, the members preview is on Friday from 6 until 8 if you want to become a member. It's open to the public on Saturday, and of course, we're giving away tickets to Grossology. Just head over to our website, studio-62.com, and on the right-hand side of the screen, there's a Children's Museum of the Upstate button, and you can enter to win there. Thank you guys so much for being here, a part of this very educational demo.
You're welcome, Jamarcus. Thanks.